This is trace table part 5. I just want to give you a little heads up on the trace table part 5. I'm going to modify this problem. Still keeping it I is 0, sum is 0 with this thing. While sum now, I'm just going to change this to 0 with it. So what if I change this? Okay, now let's just keep I as that and sum is minus that with it and print I and sum with this. Alright, let's take a look at this thing. Sum is 0, right? 0 is less than 0. What do you think? 0 is less than 0. That's a false statement. Alright. You never going to get this set of code right here executed. Alright. So technically this everything that you put in this whole thing right here will never be printed. You realize that? None of this be printed at all. So this will never be executed because of this is really poorly designed. 0 is less than 0. That will default to a false. It's not a true even. So this will never happen with it. Okay? Alright, let's take a look at this thing. What if I modify this one? Instead of saying sum is less than 0 now, how about if I turn this around and do sum is greater than or equal to, I don't know, let's do 10. Would I get anything out of this thing at all at this time? Even though if I didn't, let's just change this one from here to here. Okay. Is there any output? So the program probably thought that stop when the sum will be at least 10. Okay, this is what you're saying, right? However, the loop, condition controls when the loop is executed, not when it ends with this thing. So you never have any output for this thing at all, right? Would this loop ever get in this thing? All right. So if sum needs to be greater than this thing, sum is 0. Plug 0 in this thing. It will always be false. You're never going to end in this thing, right? So the program, you think it'll be at least 10 with this. No, it's not. This is always going to be false. We'll never enter this loop with it. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead, since we modify some stuff here. So let me do this. Let me flip this back to it. What if I say sum is less than 10? Okay. And I is increment and sum is add I, and you're going to output with this thing. Look at this thing. So you plug sum into this thing. Oh, this is what I meant to do. What if I did this with a semicolon after this thing? Never executed, because this will stop right here. It will not do anything. So if I plug in 0, less than 10, that's true. But with this, that will not do anything with it. The semicolon before the curly brackets that you have, a set of curly brackets here, this loop has basically, it's running forever. It's going to check sum. It's going to do nothing to this body right here with the semicolon. Okay? So you got to remove that out with it. Okay.